This one was an unexpected solo trip because I got ditched. This story starts out with planning a trip with my friend to Portugal. So why am I in Poland? I could get a very special business class deal with credit card points. And I thought, never been to Poland before. I'm going to do a 2-day stopover and explore the country. I am always one who gets excited for a solo trip, but sometimes it can be frustrating going on one that wasn't supposed to be solo. While I was initially frustrated at getting ditched on this trip, it ended up being the silver lining because I now have a story to share with all of you. The trip starts with my business class flight that I booked with credit card points.
I'm here at the world's quietest airport lounge. I don't know if I'm allowed to film in here. I am about to take off to Poland, which is my 26th country, by myself, and we're flying business class.
I had never tried Polish Air before, so I was very excited to see what their business class product looked like. I am a total night owl. It's hard for me to get up in the morning, and going on a red eye makes that 100 times worse. I have 2 objectives, starting with the business class flight: review it, get as much sleep as possible, and somehow stay up for the entire next day. For those of you that have never been to a business class lounge before on international flights, this is what to expect. There's typically an open bar and some sort of buffet situation. One of my favorite ways to kick off a trip that I'm already excited about is with a business class product that I haven't tried before. The range in business class product is really interesting. I was curious to see what Polish Air had in store. Typically, a long business class flight and business class in general, you will get multi-course meals. And with those meals typically comes free drinks, food on the Polish Airlines did leave something to be desired given those constraints of being 30,000 feet above the earth. I will say the food was good. I would not say it was anything I would have written home about, and it did what it needed to do and put me right to sleep for the day that I had ahead of me.
So we have breakfast.
Let's talk about booking hotels when you're solo traveling. The bad news is you have to do all the research yourself and you have to pay for the whole thing yourself. The good news is you don't have to compromise and you can pay for exactly what you want. I love that aspect about solo traveling. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it.
It is 10 a.m. here. I still have to clear customs, and then I am to take probably an Uber to my hotel and explore the city. The hardest part about traveling to Europe is the jet lag. I need to stay awake.
The way that I always book my hotels is typically for convenience, and then I will just book the nicest hotel in the area that I'd like to be in.
You would never guess that I just got off a 9-hour flight. I'm ready, makeup done, hair done, outfit is on. We are going to pack my bag and then go to lunch and King Jan III's palace.
There are different methods that I use to plan the excursions on my trips. What I typically like to do is online research.
Let's go, solo trip.
The best part about solo traveling is that you don't have to wait for anyone. I immediately left once I was ready from my hotel, caught my Uber, and took as many pictures and videos and vlogged as much as I wanted to.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I think I packed it too lately because it is so cold, but I'm only here for 2 days. Anyway, I'm at King Jan III's palace.
I was super motivated to vlog. I don't know anyone, so I can be as cringy in public as I would like to.
I'm currently at Hala cause no chance I pronounced that right, but it is actually an abandoned train station which they turned into a food hall. I got risotto. So good.
The waiter gave me a pretty serious warning about this risotto. It was a seafood risotto and it was supposed to be very spicy. I tried it and it was absolutely amazing. The flavors were so rich, potent, and the smell filled up the entire table. It was amazing. I also keep a list of Plan B activities in case anything goes awry with the Plan A stuff.
When you guys are traveling, like I try to walk everywhere if it's possible because you see so much more of the city. And it's, oh my gosh, I think it'll wake me up. That and the cold. Put my AirPods in. We're gonna have our coffee. We're gonna have a stroll. I wish I had some kind of like wisdom to impart on you guys, but it's like solo trip day one. You're always just like out and about doing everything.
This was a great day and I'm so grateful that I got to explore Poland with all the activities it has to offer. But as the day went on, it got harder and harder and harder to enjoy. Every single step that I took, every single excursion that I saw, I was fighting that voice in the back of my head that just wanted to go back to the hotel and sleep. What was keeping me motivated was, number one, I don't want to ruin the next 2 weeks that I have in Europe from messing up my sleep schedule. And number two, I had a very exciting plan for dinner. I take European jet lag very seriously because typically these transatlantic flights are red eyes. If you're like me and you're not a morning person and you don't appreciate changes to your sleep schedule, they kind of suck. So this is my crash course on how to make red eyes suck less.
Okay, guys, I came back to the hotel for like 30 minutes. I am fighting demons right now. I want to sleep so badly.
What you want to do is plan as many exciting things into the first day so that you are motivated to stay up. Once you get back to the hotel, you need to drop your stuff and immediately leave to sightsee. Keep all of the exciting stuff toward the end of the day so you don't crash and burn. I typically like to supplement this with coffee. The idea that I am never going to be in this place again, so I need to go see everything, because if I don't, I'm going to miss out on it forever and I'll sleep later. Let's talk about going out to eat by yourself. I think it can be very daunting to do things alone at first, but think about this. When you did notice someone eating alone, think, oh, that person's so weird, they must not have any friends. No, I don't think people are that aware or really care that much. So keep that in mind when you're first starting out on this journey.
I just got to the restaurant. It's so cute, guys. And I probably should have booked a reservation, but they could take me, which was very nice. I'm looking at the drink menu now. I wonder if there's a specific Polish type of alcohol that I should try. And I know they're known for their beef tartare here. Honestly, I'm so glad I left my hotel because it was getting bad out there.
As for nightlife, being a solo female traveler, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think there are ways to do it and you can have fun and be smart, but over-consuming alcohol and being in a foreign country is not the best combination, and I would encourage everyone to exercise their better judgment when they're solo traveling.
I have made it back to my hotel room after 10 hours in Poland. A great 10 hours. I feel insane.
After that, I was so excited to go to bed, and I honestly just didn't even know what to say to the camera at that point. I was just clocked out and going to sleep. I had another full day of back-to-back activities in Poland tomorrow, and first, a leg workout.
All right, day 2 of vacation. You know what that means? Leg day.
First, I need coffee. That's my pre-workout, is espresso black every day.
Traveling and staying healthy can be really difficult. I know for me personally, it just completely shakes up my entire daily routine. So when I am traveling, I try to stay as consistent with my workout schedule as I can. If there is a gym or something available to me, I do not even see it as an option to not work out. You could have this amazing trip, life-changing, and then you get home and you feel horrible. That doesn't make me want to travel again.
Workout done. Woo. We see a little pump. To be honest, I only did one set of Bulgarians. Like, I finished the rest of my leg workout and I was like, that's good. I need to start getting ready. It is 11 a.m. I am starving and we did get a little bit of a late start today, but let's go. We got our to-do list. Gym, check. Shower and get ready, check. Then we're going to Piekarnika Putka and then a little bit of sightseeing.
Every country has a different best method of transportation, and as a female solo traveler, I feel most comfortable using Uber if it's available. With Poland, their metro is very, very good, but did I feel like I had time to navigate a metro system when I had back-to-back activities? No. If the metro is underground, you don't really get to see that much of the city. I feel like the best way to travel is Uber. I can see the entire city or walk. In Poland, the rideshare apps are very affordable and typically only $1 or $2 more expensive than the metro, so I thought that this was the most efficient and the best way to see the city.
Finally got my pierogies, gluten-free. I can't wait to try.
So I finally got my gluten-free pierogies, which was very exciting to me because being cursed with gluten intolerance can make traveling very difficult. But I was able to try traditional pierogies, and you guys, I was so tired before the pierogies that once I had already had them, they took me out. I was happily exhausted. I went to one more castle that was closed. It is what it is. And then I went back to the hotel bar and just kind of contemplated what I was doing with my life alone in Poland. So if you ever go to Poland alone, you may also have some contemplation and introspection. I think the importance of doing random things alone is just remembering that you have free will. You can be anywhere you want or do whatever you want whenever you want to do it. So I will leave you with this. If you want to go do something or try anything, and it doesn't even have to be travel, now is the best time to do it. It's never weird. And even if it is weird, maybe you should do it anyway. Maybe it's worth doing if it's weird, because you don't want to do the same thing every day that everybody else is doing. So that was my unanticipated solo trip to Poland. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and now go meet the world.